Hello, this is Adam Henderson. Welcome to my Scrabble YouTube channel. The last game I reviewed was against Ken Louie, and not proud at all of that game. Want to get that game out of my head as quickly as possible. And going over this next game that I played against Connie Creed, it's like night and day. I think I played very well in this game. At least I remember this game being satisfying in some way. So let's take a look at it. Delete this one. That's Connie Creed was my opponent. Don't really have anything to say about her other than she was delightful to play, very friendly, and I always like people like that. Sometimes when you play in these tournaments, especially when you get high up in the ranking like I am, not everybody is like super friendly, so I always appreciate when people are friendly. So I did write down my full rack here. So I played Zhao, but the rest of my rack was Vidu. I'm guessing Zhao is going to be fine. It likes Judo. I mean, keeping IVW. Let's take a look. I mean, neither of these leaves are going to be good. Both of them are going to be negative, but I'm just curious. So IVW is -10. The leave of VIDU is slightly worse. So that's a -12. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to fault myself if that was truly, because Zhao was 26 and Judo. I mean, these Judo and Zhao are gonna be very close. I think Zhao is fine. I would not have known that Zhao was the leave of VIDU was 2 points worse than the leave of VIW. I mean, both seem terrible. I mean, both are terrible, but it's would have been hard to know that one is that much worse than the other. So she plays Cola here. And I think I remember her thinking that she was a stronger player than I expected her to be in this game, which is partially what made this game so satisfying. So I think I remember feeling like I played this game well. We're about to see if that's true. Played Jivey here. Ivy versus Jivey. I don't know that one is that much better than the other. I think they're both good plays. I elected to play Jivey. She plays Gravy, which, I mean, she's opening up the board here. I don't know if that's what I would have done, because those floaters of GR and A are pretty good, juicy floaters. I think probably I would have wanted to keep it closed. But yeah, I mean, I am a strong player, but there's definitely plenty of people that are a lot stronger than I am. So if you have a strategy or a thought on a particular play, put it in the comments section. I'm a little bit with the comments section. I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna get a problem where I'm gonna get caught up and too emotional about what people say in the comments. So I'm trying to be a little bit careful in that I don't care too much about what people say in the comments. But I guess the only point I would want to make is that if you're going to say something in the comments, just try to be respectful. Because I'm an emotional person and I'm quite sensitive, so just keep that in mind. So I did not play Mux here. Oh wait, I did play Mux. Okay, I played the best move. Great. I'm doing great. Okay, my phone turned off. Hilt. She plays first? No, she doesn't play. I was the one that played first. Okay, so this is my move. She played hilt, and I played first. Let's look at some of these other plays. I mean, Futz plays. It scores 4 more points, but do you really want to throw a D out in the triple lane for 4 more points? I don't think that's going to be end up worth it if I put that through a sim. And then Futz is 2 less. I mean, I think the idea behind furs is that with furs, I'm creating 2 lanes, one to the left of the F and one to the right of the F. And it's difficult to, if she were to block those lanes for my bingos, she'd have to play something like diff or something something or rife or something like that, which wouldn't completely block it anyway. And I also am creating another bingo lane through the E in furs, so I think this play was correct. And that just goes to my point of that I made in my last video against Ken Louis. I have a style that's very open board, very aggressive. So furs goes perfectly with that style, and I guess partly for that reason, I think furs was a great play. She plays keg here. So, background rack balancing play. And I played my first bingo. I played not lacewood, but latewood. She told me after the game, she didn't hold this play, but she told me after the game that she was wondering whether this word was valid. So that was why I played latewood instead of lacewood, was because it just looks like such a weird word, a compound word of late and wood together. I was trying to induce a challenge from her, and it didn't happen, but it did. Even sometimes if you don't get a hold or a challenge, it makes your opponent think a little bit about whether you got one on her or not, and that can be worth it in and of itself. She plays cat. So by now I've got a good lead on her, and I'm feeling really good about winning this game, even despite having this rack. So I'm just going to play IE here, which is I did. She plays Podia. I guess she's trying to go after those blanks with that play. Kind of a strange play. Played beep here. I think beep is fine. Plan is a good enough leave. So she does bingo here. Or does she? Yeah, she... No, not in this... Actually, she bingos twice in a row. Interesting. So she can play... She first plays and cis. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, she first plays in cis. So that puts the score tied at 215, 215. So I was feeling good about how the game was going. Polarian. I don't think there's a bingo in a 7-letter bingo. It's just Polaron. That's good. Alright, just making sure. Alright, and then I went with Prolan here just because it was a word that I learned recently. Oops. Yeah, I think that was the right play. That was part of the reason I liked how I played this game, is because I got down that word of Prolan. It was one that you always enjoy playing a word that you recently learned in a tournament. And then she plays Freedoms. But this isn't so bad because her play of Freedoms did open up a big scoring spot for me. So, and she isn't up by a ton. She's up by 32. She opens up a big scoring spots. And actually, I have a bingo coming right back of Saucier. And so, yeah, nothing to worry about. She plays East. And not a whole lot to think about here. Just get through the rest of these real quick. So yeah, this was a pretty easy game on my end. At no point in this game was I scared about losing. So it was a nice one to help me rebuild some of that self-confidence I lost after the game with Ken Louis. I did not play well. I'm trying to figure out where I played here, or where she played. She plays by/Kip. Okay, okay, got it. So she plays that, opening up a bingo lane on the triple row. It makes perfect sense. I think I just closed it by playing Natron. This actually might have been her rack. Yeah, it is. It was her rack. Okay, and then I played Tum for 14. Yeah, I feel like I played that game perfectly. I don't think there was a single move in this game that I think that I didn't make the play that was, at least in my mind, the optimal play. Yeah, probably not a whole lot to put comments in the comment section in this game. I think I played this game well. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.